Have a ride and want to make some coin? You're parked in the right spot. This is the Carbingo Show with Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Ramon Robles. Driven by Carbingo.com, where you get a real offer on your car and earn top dollar. Call Carbingo at 87-CAR-BINGO. Now, here to get you the most for your car, the Bingo Bros, Frank, Matthew, and Ramon.
There we go. All right. We are back. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Ramon Robles along with Matthew B., Frank R., and Jennifer ? Because I couldn't remember your last name. This is weird.
L.
Okay, L. Thank you very much.
But that's all you get.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So you got to save some stuff for the Patreon account, right? That's when you learn. Yeah. Let's see here. This is the Carbingo Show. Mm-hmm. We're on Houston's most heritage radio station, 950 KPRC. I remember growing up down the road in Texas City, listening to 950 KPRC, all the shows that they had on, all the entertaining things, and now look, here we are, producing content for said radio station.
Are we influencers?
Did that ever cross your mind? Like maybe one day I'll be.
I wanted to be on radio.
Nice, really, since you were a kid.
Since I was 8 years old.
Very cool, buddy. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then our sister station 740. I work on that station too, and that's a dream come true. And I'm sorry to get bogged down here, but Sheriff Fryer, who I watched growing up, I work with her now, and it's
how cool, man!
You're Sheriff Fryer.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And Outlaw Dave, and all the people.
One day somebody's gonna go, "You're Ramon Robles."
Yeah, right. You're the guy that murdered that person.
Some kid's going to be listening to the radio.
On trial.
I want to be like that guy.
You allegedly stabbed those people. Yep, that's alleged.
It was after the 22nd.
Well, right before the show, we got all amped up on nuggets.
All hopped up.
Yeah. We are on a nugget high. Now, the crash should be happening in about 15 minutes.
I feel very energetic.
Yeah?
I can't even speak straight.
Frank's jaw doesn't hurt because he didn't chew one of them.
Yeah.
No.
It was all... swallow, gulp.
And just straight inhaling them.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not mad.
It was impressive.
It was a what do you call it? It was a exhibition. It was
like
let's watch what happens.
It was like the Coney Island the hot dog.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
He dipped it in water, just bang.
Now
I didn't dip it in water.
I won't say how many Frank ate unless he wants to say it, but I will say that Jennifer has bested that by 2.
Yeah. It's just going to take her about 9 weeks to get in the weights.
Poor Jennifer. She pulled out a 20 count box, and I swear I think that box weighs more than her. It's okay, Jennifer.
It's a safe bet.
It's going to take me like 2 weeks.
I you know what? I respect that. Good for you, because you can eat on $4 in 2 weeks. That's fantastic. I admire it.
I make $5 of groceries last like 7 days.
Of course you do.
Nice.
It's
the
fantastic.
economy.
Let's see. Let's get to business first. We want to thank those that make this show possible. If it wasn't for Carbingo.com, we wouldn't have the money to buy chicken nuggets.
Yeah, Carbingo.com is the easiest way for you to sell your car. All you got to do is go to Carbingo.com. They're going to ask you for a little bit of information about the car you're trying to get rid of because grandma's too old, they can't drive anymore, a little dangerous behind the wheel, maybe the payment's not what you want her to be, maybe you're a first-time buyer, you just hate that car, you just wanted something else, sell it to Carbingo. You get top dollar. We're buying a bunch of cars all over the country, and the most important part is that we make it easy.
Speaking of easy, the whole reason I downloaded the McDonald's app was because I didn't have to talk to anybody when I ordered 120 nuggets.
Yeah.
So when you talk about Carbingo being quick and easy, there's something to be said for minimal human action until it's time to hand over that check.
Absolutely. And even then, if per request, we don't even thank you. If you don't want to thank you, don't want anybody speaking to you, we'll just give you a check.
I won't even look at you. I'll just slide the check under the door.
We do like a mob movie. We just slide across the table.
Set the briefcase down.
No talking.
Next.
Yeah,
we'll take the keys.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Can you deliver it to me in an airport?
Yeah. And the cool thing about it is you get that check, you deposit it, and then you can buy as many chicken nuggets as you want.
With the app or without it.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with that money. Absolutely. And we're paying top dollar right now. We're in a shortage of pre-owned cars, so we're buying all the cars that we can possibly get.
Cars.
And bunch of cars, and make it easy at Carbingo.com.
Let me ask you something, Frank, and you tell me if I'm out of line here. But for example, if I wanted to buy a new car, I got my check, I take it over to Classic Elite Chevy Sugarland. Am I going to get anything out of that? Is that going to be worth my time?
Well, you're going to get, there's several benefits to that, right? If you sell your car to Carbingo and then you buy a car from Classic Elite Chevy Sugarland, you're going to get the tax credits from that car that you sold us. So you only get taxed on the difference, right? You have a full year to do this. So you come in, we're going to apply it as you were to trade it, right?
Yeah.
So you can sell it now, go take your vacation with the money, come back, and we'll apply it as a trade and save the tax savings. Plus, right now we have $8,500 off Silverados at the Classic Elite Chevy.
Is that U.S. dollars?
United States, U.S. American greens.
Wow.
Also, you get $10,000 off now. It's not a mistake. Watch me carefully on your speakers in your car. $10,000 off the GMC Sierra HD, that heavy duty one, because everybody discounts their $1,500. But right now we have 2,500s for $10,000 off. These are 2023s till they're gone, and we have a very few left. But take advantage of this. Bring in that car that you wanted to sell to Carbingo. Sell it to Carbingo. Take it to them and get that tax savings and get $10,000 off your Sierra.
That's a lot of nuggets.
That's a lot of chicken nuggets. Absolutely.
How many nuggets do you think the HD could haul?
Oh God, that's a good question.
Think of a number.
Like 1 million, probably.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
We got to weigh each
million.
nugget. 1 million nuggets.
1 million nuggets.
Now, let me ask you this. The HD, the 2500, do you think that's too much of a truck for somebody like me, a plebe who doesn't haul anything and just drives around town?
Could you drive an HD to the nail salon to get his nails done?
Yes, you can drive the. Actually, it's a nice car.
I know.
It's a bad mama jama right there.
It is a truck that says, I have arrived.
Yes. And
I am here.
Now, also, it's not just the base model. We also have Denali HD 2500.
Dang.
So you get the cat's meow for $10,000 off only at Classic Elite Buick GMC.
I don't want to paint you in a corner, but let's say somebody comes and takes advantage of that offer. Very generous offer. And they say, look, I'll sign on the dotted line if you will add 20 McNuggets. Would you
20 nuggets?
20 nuggets. Would you be willing to close the deal on 20? You would go out, get 20 nuggets.
I would ask him what type of sauce they would prefer.
My man. Yeah. And that is why Classic Elite Chevy Sugarland is the GM deal of the year now. Honest to goodness, 38 years in a row.
I don't think it's that
actually pretty close.
It's 12. It's actually 12. But
12
that is
years in a row.
In a row.
Yeah.
That you are the New England Patriots.
That's no fluke.
You are the Boston Celtics of the 60s.
No deflate gate here.
That is amazing.
Deflated tires, maybe?
You are the NBA dream team of the 90s.
Yes.
That is phenomenal.
Anything automotive, any questions
Frank's
you have,
Jordan,
whatever, give us a call. Classic Elite Chevy Sugarland, Classic Elite Highway 6, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And also Classic Elite Buick GMC. Huge discounts, financing for everybody. Just take advantage of it and then sell us your car at carbingo.com.
This is the Carbingo Show. We'll be back. We're just getting started, and we have to also digest our chicken McNuggets. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Ramon Robles along with Matthew B., Frank R., Jennifer L. We are here every Saturday at 4 o'clock bringing you really ignorance, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it, yes.
Speaking of it, here's your little fidget toy right there.
Your clickety-clickety. We should call that like Matthew's enemy or something.
Your OCD.
Did you see his eyes water a little bit when we saw this?
I'm going to get you like a box of those for Christmas.
Yeah.
You need like the fidget toys. Dude, you would be.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen a lot of those.
There's one that I actually want that it's like 2 rollers that you just roll in your hand, but it's so smooth.
I've seen it. It's in your desk there, yeah.
No, I don't. Well,
you don't have it?
No.
You have like a fidget thing in your desk.
Oh, yeah, the fidget spinner I have.
Yeah. Oh, but it's not a fidget ball.
But I need this different one. It's different.
There was one I saw. It was basically 2 cards. They're little bitty rectangle cards, and you fidget.
You flip them.
Yeah, you.
There's
flip
one
them.
that you do like if you're gonna flip a coin, and it like magnetically seals it back. Oh, it's beautiful.
But this little thing, which I love the sound, I love all of everything. $150. So I don't know if it was made out of meteorite.
It's like 3 cents.
Yeah, that's 0.2 cents.
Kryptonite.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money. All right. Speaking of, I don't know exactly how you transition to this, but the best and worst cities for surviving a zombie apocalypse. Frank, Matthew, Jennifer L. I think about this all the time.
I used to have conversations about this with people, like, where would you go?
Yeah.
What would be your ideal spot? If like a zombie apocalypse broke out right now, where would you go?
Correct. Now, right now, as we're doing the show in the studio?
Yeah, like if it happened right now.
Okay.
Where are you grabbing your stuff and going?
Correct. Now, let's establish the type of zombies first, because depending on the answer, depends on what I'm doing. Because if it's the fast-running zombies, you hide. Because I can't outrun fast running
I think
zombies.
I think a realistic zombie is probably going to be like Walking Dead.
A little
kinda
lumbery, right?
A little slow.
They might trot
if they're
maybe.
brain dead.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
so the
think I've ever
Democrats.
seen a fast running zombie.
There is a movie called 28 Days Later. The sequel, 28
World War
Weeks
Z
Later.
too.
World War Z.
That's right. They are fast in World
In
War
video
Z.
games
That's
too,
right.
they're usually pretty fast.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a video game called Days Gone where they literally are in hordes running at you. And it's really weird. Like,
Yeah.
you get nervous playing
What
this.
would you do?
Well,
You run and die.
if it was the slow moving ones, then obviously I'd leave the studio here and I'd go get the family, right? Thankfully, to my friends at Classic Elite Chevy Sugarland,
Yeah.
I have a
That's when you need that 2500.
I have a Chevy Silverado. It's got a diesel engine, which is great gas mileage, by the way.
Oh, the best.
I mean, it's fantastic.
You almost think that thing's broken, the gas gauge.
Dude, I'm getting 600 miles to the tank. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I live in the city. I'm getting like 24 miles in the city on this thing. And it's fantastic.
You think that's why they're pushing for electric cars so that they can...
Ramon's driving a 2022 diesel truck and it's still got the original fuel. That's how economical.
He's had it for 75
Yeah,
months.
that's right.
He's had it for 62 months, and the gas lasts you for the full term of the
Yeah,
the lease.
So I do have a camping bag that I packed a long time ago with the intent of going hiking. I've just never unpacked it, so I grabbed that because it's got my stove and my fire stuff and the tent and sleeping bag. And then I also right next to it conveniently have my gun bag with a few guns and ammo in there. So you grab those two things, and as I'm doing that, I'm telling my wife, grab whatever you can.
Let's say all the roads are closed. You got to stay here. Where are you going?
In the studio or here in Houston?
Just in the Like, where are you gonna go into the Galleria?
Well, the problem with that is people, right? Because what have we learned from zombie movies? The biggest threat is other humans, not even the zombies.
There's a lesson there.
So you can't go to a populated area. So if you're in Houston, you got to stay home. You can't go to Sam's or to Academy or a Walmart.
Academy would be good because you got all those weapons.
And you got food.
And you got food.
We used to always
And
say
survival gear.
Yeah.
we used to always say Home Depot would be a good place.
But you got to consider the barricade. How much are you going to have to protect? The entrances, the big windows. You got to be careful. You can't have a place with big windows.
Prison would be good too.
Prison would be really good, actually. Yeah.
Well, in the Walking Dead show, the prison was their main.
I know that's why I said it.
But they got overrun
And then
by
the bad
by
guys
the
came.
humans. See, again, the humans a bigger threat. So
those damn humans.
seriously,
so just be a zombie.
yeah, that's actually something worth considering. Would you even know you were a zombie? All right, so in every zombie movie and TV show for that matter, the big cities are the ones that get hit the hardest. That's where the shows take place. So, someone ranked the best U.S. cities for surviving a zombie apocalypse, and 3 of America's biggest cities made the top 5. Number 1, excuse me.
Number 1.
Number 1, Houston, Texas.
Yee.
Number 2 is New York, and Los Angeles is actually 5th.
New York?
Yeah, I don't know exactly why.
Is the best to survive, is that what you said?
Best to survive.
In
Yeah,
New York? I feel like New York would be terrifying.
I would assume New
There's
York.
so many people.
It depends on what you're doing, what the threat is. Because if the only threat is zombies, New York might make sense because you could get into a high rise and just secure the elevator and the one fire escape.
You're right. That's true.
Yeah.
But you don't have food.
I feel like the best place would be like Montana or something.
Yeah, of course.
Because you just get in a log cabin and shack it up and look out the window and go.
Or an island somewhere.
Yeah,
I never seen zombies swim.
If you ever,
very true.
I would read the book World War Z by Max Brooks, not the movie, because the movie and the book are so different. It is as if the only thing the movie took from the book was the name World War Z. Literally, in the book, it was phenomenally researched and brought to a real world scenario. So you said an island, you said Montana. The problem with an island is while zombies don't swim, they can walk on the water and you don't, or float, bob, and you don't see them until they're right on the island, and then you're in trouble because you got these zombies just washing up. You know, you don't know when they're coming, you don't know how many, but they just come lumbering around.
Yeah,
so
I didn't think about that.
I feel like that would be easy to defend though. Like if you just have like a team of people to defend.
perhaps
I don't know. Everything's hypothetical, right?
Further north, like a Montana, is good because in the winter time, the zombies would actually freeze. So people would go on expeditions in the winter and kill all the zombies that are frozen, and do that. Yeah.
So
anyway,
we're moving to Montana.
so everybody, pack your bags and your nuggets. We're moving to Montana.
See, I got people out there, so I'll be all right.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. They looked at 30 different metrics across 5 categories: vulnerability, mobility, supplies, hideouts, like how many people have basements and protection, or how easy it would be to find weapons. And, of course, Houston's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think we're good.
From a supply standpoint, New York has the most. For hideouts, believe it or not, it's Minnesota.
You think New York hideouts.
Hideouts. For weapons, it's Houston, and Miami is least vulnerable overall. Least vulnerable.
Miami's least
because of all the cocaine or what?
Yeah.
Supercharged zombies.
Let's see.
They won't die. I've stabbed them in the head 50 times. I don't get
He's
it.
so fast. What's going on with this one?
They're just all like super good shape. Zombies have 6
Why is that one sweating a lot?
His nose really itches. The 5 worst cities are Jackson, Mississippi, North Las Vegas, Patterson, New Jersey, Miramar, Florida, and Pembroke Pines, Florida. Right next to Miramar.
Interesting. That's all information that you always wonder. I always wonder, who's doing this? Who's doing this research?
I know, but
I'm glad they did, though.
I'm a big. I like to read people's blogs. I like to read preppers' blogs about what they do and
doomsday preppers.
Yeah, and the first rule of prepping evidently is don't tell people you're a prepper. Don't show pictures of everything that you've got stacked and everything.
Because they'll go and kill you and then take all the stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Ramon's house. He's the guy with 17.
You got to be like the guy in.
That makes sense, actually.
In the Equalizer.
Have you seen the show The Last of Us?
I haven't yet.
There's a guy in there. It's based on the video game.
Yeah.
But there's a guy in there who's a prepper who nobody knows.
Okay.
Until it's time to go down.
And he's ready.
And his house is like a fortress.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yep. And that's another thing to consider. You might have a big house, but that just means there's more to fortify, and there's,
True.
places
It's almost
that
better to have a little bit smaller
place, yeah.
Board up the windows and brick up the walls.
I think I have a good place where I live now. It's a townhome, and there's only 2 entrances. The back door goes to the garage. So I got that garage door that seals the back, and the front door is the door and 1 window, and that's it. So I got a very small fortification window.
It's probably better, honestly.
Yeah, and then I got the upstairs, which means sniping positions.
Right. Probably high rises would be cool too.
Yeah,
because a lot of high rises have terraces and stuff.
Do you guys ever see the Omega Man with Charles?
Omega Man, yeah.
That's what he was. He lived in a high rise and little snipe
70s
action. Yeah, 70s.
All right, let's pause it right there. We got to go to a break, but we want to remind you that carbingo.com is quite possibly the most perfect website, because there you will get a great offer on that vehicle. You're not even driving anyway. That's just sitting there. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, you've got zombie apocalypse supplies.
Yes.
Because they're going to cut you a check. You're going to go buy you that water filter, all those things.
Yeah. If you're a zombie, can't drive anymore.
Correct.
We'll give you an extra 20%.
That's what, you know what? I'm going to look at zombies and go, all those zombies drove a car. And I'm going to sell them to Carbingo.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. This
Side
is
hustle.
This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. We're back. We're just writing our next script for carbingo.com. This is good stuff, guys. I love it. We're working right now.
Yeah,
we're at work.
Yeah, for sure.
My goodness, how blessed are we? Ramon Robles here, along with Matthew Barroso, Frank Rios, and Jennifer. We are the Bingo Bros.
Bingo Bros.
We are, including Jennifer. She was perfectly fine with being called bro.
Yeah, I'm a bingo bro.
Okay, very good.
It's a term of endearment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just the tattoos we got to work on. We got to decide a place and a design. I think Jennifer should come up with that.
I know a place that does temporary tattoos that you can order.
You don't have tattoos, do you?
Temporary.
No. Do you have tattoos? You have tattoos. Yeah. You know tattoos. Is that a religious thing, Frank, or you just?
No, I just don't.
Okay. You want to get one?
Frank's gonna get
maybe, yeah.
a tennis tattoo on his back.
Oh, McEnroe.
Pick him. Yeah.
It's McEnroe going, you got to be
I
kidding
always
me.
wanted to get a tattoo of Tattoo from Fantasy Island.
Oh.
With a tattoo of Tattoo in his arm.
Oh, my God. That's so meta.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Last we left off, we were talking about the zombie apocalypse, and that Houston was ranked number 1 for the best place to survive a zombie apocalypse. Now, we're taking this quite serious. So let me ask you this. What survival tool, instinct, skill could you bring to the table?
I know how to cook. That's about it.
Okay. Matthew could cook.
I'm big. I
Yeah.
might be able to intimidate a
The zombies could chew on you while we ran out the back door. Yeah, it's a
I'm
good
slow.
point. Yeah. You don't have to be the fastest, right? Just not the slowest.
Just not the slowest. That's right.
Frank,
I don't know. I'm bilingual. Does that count?
Bilingual? Yeah.
Do you speak a zombie?
Talk to the zombie. He looks Mexican.
I have no idea, brother. I'd rather.
You probably have a lot of more.
Too.
You probably have a lot of information you don't even know.
My man's probably a Marine who knows how to kill people. And
well,
he's
you know a lot of stuff about like weapons and stuff.
Mechanic, right?
So that's good.
You're
Mechanics,
mechanic.
yeah, about cars
You could like
and
get the
stuff.
car started if we couldn't get it.
Yeah,
that's right.
I can build stuff too.
That's. Oh, hello. Okay, there we are. Jennifer,
What? What was the question?
what could you bring to
Listening's definitely not your skill set.
zombie apocalypse? What skill set could you bring to our
She
clan?
can really capture the zombie's essence in a picture.
No, I'm just like super organized.
Okay, you would keep. What do you call it?
Like-
Product.
Yeah, keeping track of all
Inventory.
of the
Inventory.
the inventory
Reports
and
of the zombies.
food,
Yeah,
come in.
inventory.
We had a zombie at 7:00.
Yeah,
And again at 7:03.
heading west to east. I think he was going for lunch. All right, and you don't have to get too specific, but how are we with the weapons cache? Would y'all be able to contribute handsomely to very
No,
good?
not at all.
All right.
All mine I
Maybe-
Fell off a boat.
Maybe
fell
a
off.
little bit.
bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, mine, all my
every
weaponry.
darn one of them. Ammo too.
Yeah, fell off the boat. Dang, boating accident. All right, just making sure. I think we're set, guys. I do have a nice. I hate using the word cache again. Stockpile of rice, just because we like it from Trader Joe's. We bought a lot by
Do
mistake.
you know how to make rice without a rice cooker?
Microwave.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's gonna be microwaves in the zombie apocalypse.
There could be. You don't know.
We're gonna have electricity, right, guys?
We can barely keep the
Hey,
electricity
Cisco
on.
guys. Huh?
You can boil. You can make like rice with them.
Yeah, over the stove, bro.
Now that's something to consider.
This
If
guy thinks he can cook. Can't even make rice.
He's messing with you. He's got a chef's outfit.
something to consider during an apocalypse, zombie apocalypse specifically, is if there is no electricity, we have to get the hell out of Houston, right? We can't survive a summer in Houston. Much
It might be true.
You got zombies chomping at your ankles, and then
Just
you got
go
the
down to
heat.
Galveston.
You got the beach at your back that could help with defense.
Super helpful. More than anything, you just get in the water when it's too hot. At least, I mean, people have done it for.
Everybody's got a generator.
You would just have no
too.
idea if a hurricane's on the way.
Yeah, that's
Who
another thing.
cares?
though.
Hurricane, schmurricane.
Hurricane might blow the zombies out.
Yeah, just hunker down.
Yep, hunker down, don't drown.
You'll be fine.
Did you know? Moving on, 5 random facts. Did you know that in Mississippi, they are the only state where it is not illegal to drink and drive. However, your blood alcohol level still needs to be below the legal limit of 0.08. Now, a lot of you go, "What?" I was old enough to remember that was the thing everywhere. Where you could have a drink, just don't be over the limit. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that, Frank, at all?
No,
No,
I don't remember.
remember.
Well, there's the limit, the driving, right? So there's like when you blow into the breathalyzer or whatever. Not that I've had any experience with that, but what I've heard is once you blow into the breathalyzer, if you're over a certain limit, then you don't pass and you're a DUI. So that means that you have to have some sort. You can't have some sort of alcohol if it's below that limit, right?
You can. You can.
Everywhere, right, or no?
Well, what I'm saying is,
drink and drive at the same time.
and drive.
Oh, okay.
yeah. I mean, you can have a beer in the car
I got you.
As long as it's under the.
as long as you've been under the limit.
Never heard of that.
No, I don't know. Yeah,
Is that a
Never heard
new
of
law?
that.
That's a new law, or that's
They've-
just their law?
It's always been. It was always the law in the United States until individual states started saying you can't even drink in the car.
I mean, it's
I
probably
didn't know that.
smart.
Yeah.
I thought you could never like
You
drink
could
alcohol.
like, hey officer, how's it going? Drinking a beer.
So Mississippi
Huh.
State University kids are just
Mississippi hasn't changed. Hasn't
Didn't know
implemented.
that.
You
man.
know
That's
what?
news.
Hey man, more power to you.
Well, let me just ask you. Let me play devil's advocate. Let's say
Do
I'm
you have an
driving.
open bottle of alcohol in your car?
I'm driving home from work, right? And I decide I want a beer. So I pull into a bar,
Poured in Yeti.
and I have 2 beers, and I get back in the car and I drive home. What is the difference between what I just did, pulling into the bar, and having one in my hand and drinking it?
None, I guess.
I mean, technically there's not. I'm under the limit. I'm not advocating drinking and driving now. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying.
Seems
so then why can you not have an open container of beer?
Because that's the law. They passed the law.
Because you can maybe drink over the limit while
could-
you're driving.
Sure.
I mean, I guess what else could it? I don't know.
It's just one of the many laws that are just, you because it looks good, right? It looks good to the advocates who
Right.
don't want you drinking, period. Like ban all alcohol. Anyway, I didn't mean to crap on our apocalypse party.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know what? When the zombies come, I'll be having my pina colada. While ain't nobody gonna stop
We're
me.
mixing martinis in the car.
Yeah. Would you like it? Shake his turn.
let's see. America won the first gold medal in modern Olympic history in 1896 in Greece. An American track star named James Connolly won the first ever the triple jump.
Very cool.
Now, technically, he got a silver medal. Do you know why? There weren't gold medals at the Olympics, but he got first place, and retroactively, we call that gold now.
Cool.
In 1896, you said?
1896,
Wow.
Man.
the modern Olympics.
So,
Back in the original Olympics, they were like naked and stabbing each other with spears. So a
should
little
bring
different.
that back.
That would actually, I would buy that on paper.
Viewership might come up a little bit, right?
Spiders.
Frank never knows if I'm serious or not.
That look on his face. Small spiders have brains that are too big for their heads, so it actually spills into their body and legs.
Their brains?
Their brains.
I like spiders. I don't know why people are always
You
scared of them.
like spiders?
Yeah, they're the only bugs that actually help. Like they
No,
actually
bees
eat
do
other
too.
bugs. Well, yeah, but they actually eat other bugs in your house. I'm saying like a bug in your house.
Yeah, no, I get it. There are actually no term limits for vice president. So in theory, different presidents could keep picking the same person to be a vice president.
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Hopefully
that?
that isn't.
How about that? How many vice presidents can you name?
Not many for
No,
me.
yeah, same.
It's such a boring position.
I know it.
They have no power.
Nothing. I guess that the president of the Senate, which is important for tiebreakers and what have you.
But how often is that really?
Well, look at Kamala Harris here,
Who?
or Kamala. Remember when the Senate was 50-50, she kept being the tiebreaker
Yeah.
here a couple of years ago. All right. Let's see here. Pet peeves. Oh, new trend. Tell me what you think about this, boys and lady. TikTok's favorite new drink is 2 bags of tea steeped in Sprite.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's see.
So like an iced tea Sprite.
It's not the worst TikTok trend
Like
I've
an
heard.
Arnold Palmer.
Right? Yeah. Yep. What's that?
Like an Arnold Palmer, but
Yeah,
instead of
you can
lemonade
use
Sprite.
7-Up too, it says, or any lemon lime soda. Basically, you're just making caffeinated iced tea with the citrus tea twist built in, is what they're saying here. But the TikTok hack
like a
specifically suggests 2 bags of Lipton black tea. You open a 20-ounce bottle of Sprite, drink a little bit to make room, and you add 2 tea. You add 2 tea bags, turn the bottle over, and let them seep in the fridge for 20 minutes.
Do you guys ever use like Lipton onion soup in your burgers?
Oh yeah,
Isn't that good?
Oh man,
The best.
see,
Never done that. Sorry.
you're an excellent chef. You would be great on the apocalypse team, Frank.
Yep.
So I say have Lipton.
We'll raid the Lipton factory. Wherever that is.
Let's see. The U.S. had a lesbian first lady. Grover Cleveland's sister, Rose, was the first lady for the first 14 months of his first term before he got married. Rose went on to be with a woman named Evangeline Simpson, and they're now buried next to each other. I had no idea. I didn't know that you could be a first lady and be a sister of a president.
No.
Do they just choose them? Or
I guess. I don't know.
next of kin, maybe?
Wow. All right, we got to go to break. This is fascinating.
What an odd
Doesn't make
fact.
for good radio when I'm reading all these things, but alas, we'll get to that. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Carbingo.com. Support those that support the show. Carbingo.com. What, you making fun of my Android? You making fun of my Android?
The McDonald's app was
Oh,
the
yeah,
top
front
of
and
the
center.
list.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but look, I'm going to delete it now so that you can see that.
Oh, he just put it in his.
No, I installed it. Watch.
It's right there. Okay.
See?
Okay.
There it
It's
goes.
really slow. I know. It's an Android.
Look at you.
It's not an Apple. I guess.
Yeah. The iPhones do it.
Oh my
instantaneously.
goodness, we're doing this, huh? All right, well that's fine. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Ramon Robles along with Jennifer L., Frank R., and Matthew B. And I wrote them down so that way I wouldn't forget y'all's last initial.
That's cool.
Very good.
Well, I didn't want y'all to see that and think, oh, he didn't remember our names. Well, no, but also
You should just give us initials so it's like a faster intro.
MB, FR, JL.
MFJ.
Oh, MFJ. The MFJR. May I add myself?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
We are MFA. See, I already messed it up.
MFJR.
I'm just wasting airtime.
MF, which obviously stands for
Right.
and
My
then
friend.
JR, which is Junior.
My friend Junior.
MFJR.
There
See,
it is.
now you won't
There we
forget
go.
that.
Junior.
That's going to be our tattoos.
Yeah.
Jennifer, you create a creative MFJR,
Yeah.
but do it to where it can read MFJR forward and backward.
Yeah. What is that called? It's called
Yeah,
something.
there's somebody who.
Yeah, I know the style. I don't know the
Yeah,
term.
let's work on that, okay? By the end of the show, we got about 9 minutes.
She's like, no. She'll charge you a premium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll pay you in chicken nuggets. I still got about 40 back here.
I still got like 16 in my box.
Oh my goodness. Let's see here. The U.S. city with the highest concentration of millionaires is.
It's not
U.S. City?
New York or Miami.
No, this is the highest concentration.
Oh, city.
Yeah, the U.S. city with the highest concentration of millionaires is this city with 12.4% of households having at least $1 million in assets.
La Jolla, California.
Okay,
Santa Clara.
not even the state. That's not California.
La Jolla?
You said city.
I know it, but that's
La Jolla's in California, isn't it?
I'm sorry. What I mean is
San Francisco.
the city is not even in that state.
Dallas.
No,
Oh, I
not,
got you.
not even in that state. The city is not even in that state or that state. It's not in California. It's not
Miami.
in Dallas. Not Florida. I would have not guessed
Richmond.
it, but then when I read the reason, I'm thinking, oh, okay.
You can go out on a limb and say Honolulu.
No.
No.
This is. It's because
Tucson.
it's
Might
it's
as
because of
well
the
be
chemists, the engineers, and physicists that are working there.
Is it in Nevada?
Nope, you're close.
Chicago.
No,
New Mexico.
New Mexico, Los Alamos, New Mexico. 12.4% of households have at least $1 million in assets. Again, because of the chemists, engineers, and physicists.
Are we talking like a Breaking Bad kind of
They work at Los
physicist?
Alamos National Laboratory. You know, the whole nuclear bomb thing. I guess.
Analyzing aliens.
Take us to your leader.
The show Beverly Hills 90210. Does anybody remember that? Remember that? Anybody? Okay. Maybe this is only attractive to me.
It's kind of
because
I was gonna say that's kind of your world.
was originally going to be called Potomac 20854 and be set in Maryland, but executives at Fox decided it should be a place that was more recognizable.
Right. 90210 is such a perfect. I guess it's just because that's what it became.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
Could have been anything.
Now, listen to this. This is interesting. The first athlete ever to get $1 million endorsement deal was a man named Don Carter. Got $1 million deal in 1964 to endorse his product, for which he plays the sport. Do you want to guess the sport?
Football.
Okay, that's incorrect. Frank?
Don Carter.
Don Carter was the first ever athlete
Quidditch.
to get $1 million endorsement deal in 1964. Remember how big of a deal it was for Nolan Ryan to get $1 million contract in 1980? This was 16 years before that. You don't remember that? Well,
Yeah, it was.
Well, I
I
know.
wasn't even born.
Yeah, you were negative.
So
Whatever.
name the sport?
Yeah, name the sport. Don Carter, $1 million deal to
Race car
endorse.
driver.
Nope. Blew my mind. I mean, my mind was blown. Like my mind was here, and then it got blown.
Bobsled.
Not bobsledding. It's a sport that anybody could pick up and not be good at, but anybody can play.
Tennis.
Bowling.
Bowling is correct.
Bowling, that makes sense.
I just have to think about it a little bit.
Yeah, champion named. He was a champion. $1 million deal to
There's
endorse
bowling on ESPN.
Ebonite bowling balls. $1 million.
But in the 60s, that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
What would that be now? Probably like
$1
$10
trillion.
Yeah. The GDP of China.
Yeah. China.
The tallest building in Vermont. Tallest building in Vermont.
1 million feet.
1 million billion feet.
Remember when you were a kid and you would say stupid stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't stupid when you said it.
Right, it
You were
was-
just
yeah.
trying to express a large number.
You were like, what? Wow.
Tallest building in Vermont is 124 feet.
Feet or stories? What's the difference between a story and a foot?
Well, foot's this. A story.
I am.
A story's
I'm
like a
not-
tale, right?
I'm
Like someone
saying,
telling a tale.
is a story like 8 feet?
I don't
What
think
is-
there's a universal measurement of. You can't say that's about 12 stories away,
right.
but
It's floors, right? A story is a floor.
Yeah, but a floor could
right?
be.
I guess it's
yeah,
just anything, right?
yeah. A
Could
floor
be
could
9
be
feet,
if you had
could be
20-foot
7.
ceilings as opposed to 12 foot.
I
A very
digress.
tall building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Salt Lake City is almost exactly parallel to New York City. Salt Lake is at 40 degrees in 46 minutes north latitude. New York City is 40 degrees 47 minutes. I mean, they're right there. Wow, that's crazy. I never thought of that. You think about, maybe I'm just a nerd and I'm the only one that cares about those things.
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good.
Yeah.
At least we're honest. It's an honest show. That's the only
yeah.
thing I can ask of my friends is to be honest with me. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Speaking of honesty, if you have a vehicle that you want to get rid of and you want a legitimate deal, you want to make sure you're not getting hosed when it comes to getting top dollar for that car or truck or SUV, carbingo.com.
Absolutely. If you have a vehicle that you're thinking of trading in, you took it to the place, you don't know if they're giving you the right amount, and you want some clarity on how much your vehicle is really worth, it's as simple as going to carbingo.com. You're going to get an offer within minutes, and it's a pretty accurate offer. We buy cars all over the U.S., and we pay top dollar for them. So before you make that $2,000 or $3,000 mistake trading it in somewhere, put the information about your vehicle at carbingo.com.
One of the cool things that I just discovered was if you do that, and then you're all of a sudden in the market for a new vehicular.
Yes.
Our friends at Classic Elite Chevy Sugarland.
Absolutely. Not only will you get the tax credits from the car that you just sold to Carbingo, but you're also going to get humongous discounts. Incredible interest rates, 4.9% for 84 months. These crazy guys.
How many stories would that discount be if you were to measure that discount in stories?
Well, it depends on the size of the floor. If they're 20-foot ceilings, it could be a very tall building.
But a humongous discount. I mean, a very generous discount.
Taller than the tallest building in Vermont.
Wow. Boom. Wow. That is perspective right there.
Bing.
Mic drop.
Carbingo.com, Classic Elite Chevy Sugarland. Fantastic. We appreciate that very much, guys. All right. Well, we got to put this show to bed. How are we looking about tomorrow? How we feeling about tomorrow? First full day of NFL. Are we NFL fans, Jennifer? Probably not. You're a girl.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, a lot of people are saying you're sexist.
What, you gotta get your nails done?
What are you doing? Baking?
Actually, she does make a mean cookie.
Yes, she does actually. Actually, that is true.
Yeah.
You have made some awesome baking goods. Are we excited about football? We're
of course.
NFL guys, right?
Yeah.
Do we root for a team? I mean, are y'all
Texans,
Matthew? You don't care?
I'm a Cowboys guy.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to know, you know what? As long as you're not the Texas Rangers, who right now are on my crap list, Cowboys are okay. Now, just don't be that annoying Cowboy fan.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I don't understand why Cowboys fans are like that.
Okay.
Because I grew up watching the Cowboys with my dad, but I never understood why people were so crazy about it like that.
They got ugly.
I never understand why people get into fights over teams.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man.
Well, that's a big soccer thing.
Serious.
Like, I get it. It's we root for the team,
Yeah.
But it's all right. You don't got a fist fight over it.
You know what? That's not what Mattress Mac thinks.
Right.
Mattress
yeah.
Mac is
No
willing
doubt.
to throw down for our Astros.
You're right. He's willing to throw down for Houston.
Yeah.
Talk about some passion. Huh?
Yeah, I love it.
He knew.
We love Mac.
You know how many sales came from that fight?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, yeah, here we go.
I'm just going to turn
Viral
around.
marketing.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to run. Thanks for being with us. This is the Carbingo Show. Carbingo.com on 950 KPRC.